Hey lovies, welcome to yet another video. My name is Sochi of Such Lifestyle, and if this is your first time stopping by, you're most definitely welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. The tools we'll be needing for this tutorial would be this tape cutter. I'm out of 1-inch tape, but this is a very good investment for your business. It will save you a load of time. We're also going to be using this red ribbon, and it's going to be customized, so we're going to put this right up on the bouquet. Of course, we need our props money. This is 100k. We also need something to mark with, and this sellotape. You'll see why we actually need this in the course of the video. We're going to be using two colors of wrapping sheets, the baby pink and the lilac color. This combo is definitely bomb. We're also going to be using these skewer sticks and a double-sided tape. If you want invisible taping, that's your go-to. Scissors, of course. If there's anything I've not mentioned at this point, I'll show it to you within the course of this video, okay? The first thing we're going to do is to wash our hands clean, because dirty fingers are going to fuck up your tape and your bouquet is going to be loose, and we definitely do not want that. So wash your hands. Now it's time to determine how we want our bouquet to look. For me, I like this gold part facing up, so I'm going to crease from the bottom like so. Just fold it together and identify the middle and give it a good press. Press it halfway to the top so that crease line is very visible from the front of the notes. This is easier done on a flat surface, so place your notes on a flat surface. Place your skewer stick on that crease line and then take your tape and place it diagonally, not horizontally. Place it diagonally so that you maximize your tape and your clients do not have to lose out so much tape in the process. Now I'm going to use the same skewer sticks to make sure that the tape is firmly on the note and the skewer, and I'm going to use my hands to rub, and that way it is firm. There are different flower folding techniques, but for this one I'm going to fold the part that I want the most visible first. I'll fold that part in first and then fold the other side inward. I'll take that again. Fold the part you want more visible first and then fold the other part towards it and hold it until you get the perfect shape. I like to have a perfect V at that point, so I'm going to fold until I achieve it. And now I'm going to hold it firmly and tape it down. Tape across the corner of the note to ensure that it is firmly secured. And when you tape it down, you press it or rub it through and through so that it is firmly sitting. And this is what we have. Isn't she beautiful? I'm going to repeat this process again, but this time a bit faster, just to recap on what we just did. Since we're making 100 bills, in order to save time, we have to do this in bulk. This is smart work, guys. We're going to crease it in bulk. Yes, it works. It absolutely works. This way you don't have to crease every single bill that you pick up. The easiest way I've found is do one step at a time. Finish one step at a time. So if you're going to tape the skewers to the notes, finish that step before folding into a flower. This happens to be the easiest method, and this is what I use. At this time, we need to introduce more tools. We're introducing this plier, a bunch of flowers. We're only going to be needing 3, and an oasis. For me, I'm using this styrofoam. You can get an oasis from the market if that works better for you. At this point, it is important for you to get an overhead view of what you're doing, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to easily decipher the center. So make sure wherever you're working, the bouquet is beneath your eye line. The length of the flower stick is ideally meant to be longer than that of the skewer. So we're going to attach some skewer sticks to the flower stem. Now we're going to do this by taping the skewer to the flower stem in a diagonal manner. We're going to do this for the top and the base. Now place the flower in the middle. The first flower should be placed right in the middle of the oasis. I'm going to measure my flower skewer against my money skewer to ensure the flower skewer turns out longer. After sticking the roses tightly together, I recommend you tape down the base of the skewers. I know most times we don't know where to start, but this is a very good way to start. Place these first three notes like so, and then fill up to create a circle. Super easy, guys. Ensure that this first layer is not the same length as the flowers. It has to be shorter than the flowers. Remember why I wanted the flowers to be longer than the money skewers. This is the exact reason. Now it's time to create the second layer. The second layer must be shorter than the first layer, and so has to be the third and the fourth. So we're going to keep doing this until we have this beautifully rounded bouquet. Ensure that each leaf is tightly knitted with the one in front of it and to its left and right. This is the only way you're going to get a neat bouquet. Otherwise, all your skewers are going to be showing from the top of your bouquet. Now we're going to adjust the other ones by placing them at the edges of the bouquet. Take your time to adjust the flowers around the new layer that we are creating. Ensure that at the end of the day it forms a perfectly rounded shape. That's the only way you're going to smile at your bouquet, so pay attention to it. This is what we have after we're done. It's time to wrap. We'll be starting with 3 of each wrapping sheet. We're going to wrap them first before placing them against the bouquet. Just watch. This process will be repeated for the rest of the wrapping paper. Now place the wrapping paper against the bouquet upside down. It has to be upside down. Now you have to always check to make sure that the wrapping sheet is exactly where you want it to be. After doing that, we use our tape to tape the wrapping sheet onto the skewer, so it's going on the outer part of the wrapping sheet, at the back of the skewer and back to the wrapping sheet. That's the way you get a very firm hold. Now we're going to tape the rest of the bouquet. Just keep taping it until you have exactly what you want, and make sure you keep evaluating. Look at it from the top so that you can get a very good view. Now it's time to cover the second layer. We're going to divide the wrapping sheet into 2 and fold it like so. Tape. We're going to repeat the same process for the other wrapping sheets. Just watch. I think I ended up using about 3 to 4 of these. Now it's time to cover the skewers with these smaller sheets. Just do the same taping. Tape the sheet, tape it towards a skewer stick and back to the sheet. We're going to cut this right here because we need that part to crease. This is the magic of invisible taping. Now use these invisible tapes to tape out all the parts you want to hold together. However, you don't want any tapes to show. Now you're going to have to remove some of the sellotapes for this process, and you have to keep taping until you are done. Take your time with this process. You have to tape everything together to make sure that they hold safely and securely. Our money bouquet is coming together. It is now finally time to cover the oasis or the styrofoam. Now we are going to take a full wrapping sheet, and I like to use the clear part for this particular tutorial. Just keep taping, tape until you have them sitting partially well, and then you're going to use your ribbon to securely fasten everything. You're going to tie it twice to make sure that it's firm, and then cut off the excess of the ribbon. Now you can see me taking my time to also arrange the wrapping sheets to make sure they are not squeezed. Remember, this is a customized bouquet, so I'm going to be folding that part to make sure that the custom write-up is very visible on my bouquet. I'm going to pick up the custom write-up with this sellotape. Yes, I do not have transfer sheets at this time, but sellotape definitely works. So I'm going to tape it to my write-up and then peel it off and place it on my bouquet like so. Because this is wrapping sheets, I'm going to place my ruler into the bouquet to make sure that those write-ups are firmly secured on the wrapping sheets. You can see me trying to use the scissors to make sure that they are firm while carefully taking off my sellotape. You need transfer sheet, guys. Honestly, it makes the process way easier. But at this point, we're done and we need hot glue. I'm going to just make myself one single ribbon, and this is how I make my ribbons, guys. Make your ribbons and use the hot glue to firmly secure it to the bouquet. Let me know if you want a fully detailed video of how to make a perfect bow ribbon. Because we are Charm and Vibes, we are the most exclusive gifting business in the city of Abuja. We definitely decorate our bouquet. We don't just hand them to you just like that. We're going to decorate with these beautiful gold butterflies, and this is what we have. Let me know if you're gonna try this out. If you try it out, make sure to mention me. I would love to see. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them for me in the comments. And until my next video, guys, peace and love.